25 Dallas Cowboys season has become one of the most unpredictable, dramatic chapters in the modern football. What started as a season filled with the questions slowly transformed into a powerful rise marked by a huge trades, emotional player comebacks, and bold statement from the rising stars. At the center of this transformation, there is one move that changed everything. The blockbuster trade for the Quinn and Williams. His arrival did not just strengthen this defensive line, it completely flipped the identity of the entire Dallas defense. From the first moment he put Dallas Cowboys helmet, Quinn Williams brought a level of interior force that the Cowboys have not seen in many years. His pressure collapsed pockets, forced hurried throws, and created opportunities for every defender around him. Opposing quarterback suddenly had no room to breathe. Running backs struggled to find a run inside. The energy on the defense shifted from the hesitant to dominant. Coaches described his presence as a plug that stops the bleeding and spark that ignites chaos. With the Williams leading the center of the line, the Cowboys finally looked like a complete defensive unit ready for the playoffs battles. But the story of this team is not only about a new face of the defense line, it is also about comeback that fans have been waiting for years. Trevon Diggs, one of the most pointed playmakers in the secondary, has been fighting through difficult months filled with the concussion issues and painful knee recovery. For a long time, nobody could clearly predict his return. Every practice update felt uncertain. Every medical report created more questions than answers. But slowly, step by step, Diggs found his rhythm again. His footwork and footwork sharpened. His confidence reunited. The coach began saying he is finally looked like himself again. After a month of frustration, Trevon Diggs is now full on track to make his return and take back his spot in the lineup. His return comes at the perfect time because the Dallas secondary is still searching for the stability. Even with Williams dominating inside, the Cowboys knows that championship-level teams need a veteran leader at the back end. That is where Justin Simmons enters the conversation. The veteran safety admired across the league for his leadership, discipline, and intelligence has emerged as the perfect fit for the Albatross 2025 defensive vision. Simmons does not only bring experience, he brings a calm presence that helps young defensive backs communicate better and trust their assignments. He has been one of the most reliable safety in the league, and his ability to lead quarterbacks makes him a natural match for his evolving Dallas defense. As all these storylines grow, another voice is adding more fuel to the Cowboys' momentum. George Pickens, who faced both a Chiefs and Eagles this season, surprised many people when he made a strong statement. He believes the Dallas Cowboys have a Super Bowl caliber talent. Pickens has seen elite teams up close. He has played against some of the toughest defenses and some of the most explosive offenses in the league. For him to say Dallas has a real potential to fight for the championship is not empty hype. It is a sign of real respect for a rising star who knows what greatness looks like. But the biggest question remains, will Quinn Williams keep his defensive performance at a top-tier level down of the stretch? So far, all signs say yes. His consistency, conditioning, and energy have not dropped. As long as he stays healthy, he is the anchor of this defense. Another question grows around every day. Do you trust Trevon Diggs to bounce back and lock down his spot after all the injuries? Trevon Diggs has looked sharper in every practice. He has regained his closing speed and his ability to track the football. The team trusts him, fans want him, and the opponent fear him when he is truly healthy. His comeback could be one of the most emotional moments of the Cowboys season. Then there is a defensive puzzle. Should the Cowboys go all in and bring in Justin Simmons to stabilize the secondary? Many analysts believe this move would turn Dallas into competent defense. A strong interior, healthy cornerbacks, a steady safety reader. That combination is extremely hard to beat deep in January. And the final question hangs above the entire franchise like a spotlight. Is George Pickens right to believe this roster has real Super Bowl energy right now? Based on what Cowboys have shown so far, comeback wins, strong defense growth, and powerful locker room confidence, the answer might be yes. This team is not perfect, but it is dangerous, it is disciplined, and for the first time in the years, Dallas has a balance needed to make a real run. As fans watch this story unfold, one thing is clear: the Dallas Cowboys are no longer a team filled with empty potential. They are a team with real direction, real weapons, and real hunger. The next chapter will decide everything, and the world is watching to see if this finally the year's Dallas breaks through and proves the doubters wrong. Dallas Cowboys headquarters. While the defense has stolen many headlines in the 2025, the Dallas Cowboys offense has quietly breed a powerful identity of its own. This offense has grown into a balanced, disciplined, and explosive machine capable of controlling momentum whenever the team needs it most. Everything begins with the leadership at quarterback, and Prescott once again finds himself at the center of the Cowboys' pursuit of the greatness. Prescott has dealt with the pressure from the moment he entered the league, but this season feels different. Instead of playing from the place of the fear or expectation, Dak has been playing from the place of poise and maturity. His decision-making has improved, his timing is sharper, and his command of the handle shows the seasoned quarterback who understands both the stakes and his responsibility. Dak Prescott does not need to force a superhero plays every quarter. He trusts the system, he trusts his teammates, and he trusts his ability to guide this team calmly through the tense moments. This version of the Dak Prescott brings a sense of balance to an offense that has become more strategic and more patient than in previous years. CeeDee Lamb continues to be the heartbeat of the receiving corps, all player who can tilt the field with his agility, footwork, and ability to turn simple plays into explosive gain. He faced criticism early in the season for the drops and emotional frustration on the sideline, but those moments become turning points rather than setbacks. Lamb responded with the maturity, refocused his energy, and reminded everyone why he is one of the most dangerous receivers in the football. His connection with the Dak Prescott remains the foundation of the Dallas passing game, and when Lamb is locked in, the Cowboys feels nearly unstoppable through the air. But this 2025 offense is not only about a star receiver. Jack Ferguson has emerged as one of the league's most reliable tight ends, becoming a consistent safety blanket for the Duck. His ability to find soft spots in coverage, block effectively, the deliver clutches on the third down makes him essential to the Cowboys' identity. Tony Pollard is gone, but a new combination of young running backs and revitalized offense line has given Dallas a ground game that is more physical and more efficient than expected. The offense line, which has struggled in the past years, has regained its stability. The communication is tighter. The run blocking has improved, and the passing protection has helped Dak stay upright long enough to execute the offense deeper concept. Coaching also plays a major role in the season evaluation. Matt Eberflus has brought a more disciplined culture to team, and Brian Schottenheimer, he brings the culture of the team more discipline. He demands accountability, especially on the defense, but he understands how the manager of the emotional swings of the long NFL season. His approach is calm but firm, structured but flexible, and the players have responded with a new level of the focus. On the offense side, the staff has worked hard to keep the scheme simple but effective. The rely on the timing routes, controlled emotion, and clean spacing to give Dak comfortable reads instead of the depending on flash streak plays or complicated formation. Dallas wins by executing the basic at the higher level. One of the most interesting challenges this team faces the pressure of the expectation. Every season, the Cowboys placed under the national spotlight, but this year, the pressure feels heavier. The addition for Quinn Williams raised the ceiling. The returning of the Trevon Diggs increased the hope, and the possible arrival of the Justin Simmons makes fans think this could be the most complete roster Dallas has assembled in 2 decades. When George Pickens publicly said that the Cowboys have a Super Bowl caliber talents, it added even more intensity to the conversation. Suddenly, the entire football world is waiting to see if Dallas will rise or fall under the weight of these moments. Inside of the locker room, the players talk openly about the expectations. They know that the franchise legacy is filled with the painful playoff exits. They know that critics are ready to attack the moment something goes wrong, but instead of the running away from that pressure, the team is using it as a fuel. Leaders like Dak Prescott and Dak Prescott and George Pickens, they know this one. It means every matters should be addressed in the team, and it means your performance could define your legacy. As the regular season march forward, every drive and every defense stance feels heavier. The margin of error becomes smaller. The intensity climbs. The Cowboys are entering a stretch where every game will sharpen their playoffs path. They cannot afford slow starts, mental mistakes, or emotional breakdowns. They need discipline, focus, and team at the higher level. And it brings the story to the